All right, we're live.
What's up, everybody? Anybody here yet?
Let's see.
Anybody here yet?
See, if I had everybody's email addresses, I could just invite them through the email so they would have a notification.
Did you see anything on Facebook saying that they can't get in?
Let me see. Oh, I heard a ding. Oh, there's somebody here. Who is here? Oh.
That was on my end.
Oh, is that you? Somebody's on.
Who's on? Is that me?
I don't know. You know, this is being recorded, so it's coming out on YouTube. So I hope everyone can tap in, because I know the link works.
So if we need to, we could just set it up so that they can let us go through Facebook, right? And then get them in that way.
Yeah, I'm going on the group right now to see what everyone's doing. I'm gonna put I'm gonna post something and ask if everyone's having a hard time getting in.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Tell me if you can see me.
I can see you.
You can see me now?
Yep. I can see baby David too.
What about now?
Yep, I can still see you. And if you don't want to change your live video to a picture, you go you move your mouse or whatever, you move it so that way the little settings wheel shows up there. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Wait, what now?
Okay, hold on. Hurry, hurry up.
I have all the stuff that you have.
There's a control panel. Control room.
I don't think I can use it because I think it's your
Hangout. Okay, never mind.
You're driving the car.
I have the power. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's 3 viewers. 5 viewers. Uh-oh, where you guys at?
Anybody on? Can y'all hear us? Are they muted?
No, nobody's muted. We've got 6 viewers.
Can you see who's on?
If anyone can hear us, let us know that you're live. Let's see your picture. Let's see you say something here so we know that we're connected.
Anybody saying anything? Well, if y'all here, please say something through the Facebook group. Anybody on?
Well, I'm hoping that they can see, so let's just go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna work on my end to see if anybody can respond to me.
They said somebody's commenting. Can you see the comments and Hangout?
Let me see.
Commenting in the Hangout. Let me see if I can see where the comments are.
I don't see anything yet. Ask them if they can hear us.
Someone said, Dwayne, can you hear us? Dwayne, we're commenting in the Hangout. Somebody else, Steve Christensen just mentioned. I can hear and see you both. Sound a little fuzzy, David Jose.
All right, so you're live.
What about now? How many people are in? Can you hear me now, Steve? Steve, let me know if you can hear me. Then I'll get started. If you can hear me, Steve, let me know and I'll go ahead and get started.
Steve said on Facebook that he can hear and see us both, but the sound is a little fuzzy, Dave Jose.
Okay, he just said David Jose comes in clear. Somebody else just heard. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and welcome everybody to the call. I'm so happy that you guys came out. First of all, I just want to thank God for giving me an opportunity to be able to take part in your success. I want to thank you guys for choosing me. You didn't have to choose me. You didn't have to choose Naima to help you guys out. You guys didn't have to come to me to learn this business or to work with me. And I just want to tell you that I'm thankful. And it's from the bottom of my heart. You know, I actually get a ton of enjoyment from helping people to succeed and helping people to do things that they never thought they can do. And so I just want to thank you guys. And I want to let you know that you're all important and that we're family here. You know, many of us are going to deal with family and deal with issues and suffer because we choose to do things that are different than what other people would decide to do. And so we got to support each other and we got to, you know, keep each other motivated and we got to be there for each other and we got to help each other because that's the only way that we're going to truly make it in business and we're going to reach our true potential. And so starting out, Naima, do you know if you can get anybody on the call? I wanted to talk to a few people and at least see what they thought about the business so far, see if we can hear them speak.
I'm not able to hear anybody if you're asking, but I know that I'm working on my end to see if I can connect everybody right now.
Okay, so while we're waiting then, I guess I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself for those who don't know. My name is David. I have been in business for quite a long time. I started out as a little boy taking out trash for my neighbors for money, and I started my own little lawn service when I was a really little guy. And I just want to, you know, let you guys know that I've always had the mind to do business. And so I worked some jobs in my life, which I didn't like to, and I don't think I ever kept a real job more than a month, maybe 3 months at the most. But you know, I played college football and basketball. I ended up getting poisoned in a freak accident. I almost died. That poisoning ended my college football career prematurely. And then I ended up trying to figure out what I was going to do for business. In the middle of that time, I started doing real estate and I started realizing that it could be very profitable, but I had to fight through it myself. And so I grew up in Detroit in the middle of the ghetto. I didn't have a whole lot of people to lead me and help me to figure out what I needed to do. And so I suffered. I literally suffered. You know, I had dreams and goals, and I knew I wanted to go somewhere. I just didn't know what vehicle to use. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I always knew that I would go to the NFL or NBA. I didn't end up getting to go because of this freak accident. And so there was one day that I spoke with a counselor, and the counselor talked to me a little bit about um, life as a person who studied psychology. I went to school for psychology. I wanted to actually work in a practice and actually be able to help people around the world because of some of the things that my mother faced when I was a little boy. Well, it ended up that, with the poisoning, I ended up, dealing with almost like a midlife crisis as a young man, where I knew that I wanted to get into psychology, but I was like 2 years away from graduating, maybe three. And after I had this incident happen to me, I realized that I had to hurry up and do something and figure out where I wanted to be. And so, with all those things being said, I decided to start out with like a motivational speaking company because the counselor told me that, Naima, we got Crystal Johnson trying to find a number, and Barbara Wild says she can't get on.
Okay.
So I'll let you take care of that while I'm talking. So anyway, I realized that I wanted to get into psychology, but my counselor told me, hey, you can get into a program with someone where you can be a resident and you can learn up under someone, and it'll take a few years. And I said, okay, so this would be good because I can really get with people and I can like help them really fast and I can change their life, and this would be great, And so she gave me a dose of reality. She said, well, David, that's not necessarily how it works. We like to take clients and kind of like build them up over time and kind of like, lift them up and set out a plan over the long term. And in other words, she was telling me, David, you know what? We're not trying to heal people right away. We're not trying to get people to have their life changed right away. What we want to do is we want to put people on long-term plans to be able to heal. And so I realized that it was a really shady system. If I know how to help somebody to grow and change their life in minutes, why in the world do I have to hold out and make them wait forever? So it went against my belief system. So after she told me this, I went on a little bit longer with her, and she told me that, yeah, David, it can be really good. You can get out and you can make like $36,000 a year starting. I'm sorry, $32,000 a year starting. And I said, whoa. I said, wait, I'm going to go to school, pay all this money to go to school. I'm going to do all this coursework and do all this study, know that I can help people and have to be put off. But then after all that, you're going to make me take or accept $32,000 a year. Now, to some people, they'll say, "Oh, that's good money, David," or that's a good start. That's a good stepping stone. Well, to me, it wasn't, and I'll tell you why. So during that year, at that same time, I was doing my first real estate deal, and my first real estate deal happened to be a property that my own family had lost. And so when I lost that property, we ended up having a situation where my dad didn't want to keep the house. My mom and my dad got a divorce, and the judge told him he needed to pay for it. He didn't want to do it. And so here it is. I'm working during my time in college and doing like little summer jobs and different things. And so my dad would literally call me and say, hey, your mom isn't going to have a place to stay if you don't pay 3 house notes. So 3 house notes behind is going to go to foreclosure, and I will pay it. And then he'll call me at the end of the summer, do it again, and say, look, you better pay it. God wants you to take care of your mom. You better do it. And so I'll pay it again. And so I'll spin up what I had to make sure the home was okay. Well, it ended up, good because my mom no longer wanted the house because of bad memories. And my dad, of course, deserted the home. And I started to pursue when I saw these foreclosure letters on the door. And so I'll try to speed the story up so you guys can get it. But I tried to I would call the company and I would call the register of deeds to try to find out what was going on with the property so I could pick it up and become the owner. And, that was a big thing for me. And so I kept calling the registry, kept calling, kept calling. He told me to get money together because it was going to be about 5,000 to redeem it. I went with my mom and brought $5,000 to the man, and I found out that the property was already gone by one day. So we missed the redemption period. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, the guy, he talked to me so many times. He said, David, you know what? Since you talked to me so much, I'll get with the attorney and see if they'll give you a grace period of a day just because I know how serious you are about getting this property. Well, I ended up getting a call the next day that I got the property, thank God. And that was my first deal. I made $36,500 profit on the first real estate deal. So, I'm hooked after that. I realized that there's some powerful things that could be done with business. And I've never, ever, ever, ever been the same since. You can't go back to being the same after you know that you can do something like that. But I didn't have a lot of help. I didn't have my dad's support, who I wanted to believe in me, and he thought that it wasn't meant for a black man to have money, that it would not happen. And so I didn't have a lot going for me when it came for being mentored the way that I need to and seeing examples. So I had to suffer, and I had this attitude that I can learn everything on my own, and it really stunted my growth. And it wasn't until a while later that I learned to pursue wise counsel, to find people who could help me to do what I needed to do. So I'm gonna stop right here for a second. I'm gonna ask you guys if you can hear me. Dwayne, I can see you through my private messages, so if you can let me know that you hear me. I see you say you would love that prophet, so I'm guessing you heard that far. I just want to check in and make sure I'm okay with everybody.
Yeah, you're good on my end.
Good. Anybody else? Anybody else able to talk yet? Okay, good. You hear me? Am I clear, Dwayne? Okay, good. You hear me? Am I clear? Naima, do I sound clear to you?
Yeah, you're clear. Good to go.
Okay. So I'll keep going. So after I made that huge amount of money, I ended up going through a rough situation where, and listen, I'm going to just be real with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all stuff that other people would not say. And the reason I do that is because I don't play that fake it till you make it stuff. I believe in being open and being honest and telling what you're really about so that other people can see your struggles and your heartache and your pain, and they can know what's going on so they can have hope. If I can do something and I've struggled, then I know that you can do it because you go through struggles. Nobody on here would come to me if they didn't have a hard time with certain things or didn't go through struggles. And so after I did that deal, I had an ex that I was really in love with. And I gave her $55,000 cash in a 3-month period. And so after I gave her the $55,000 cash, she actually divorced. So she ended up divorcing. She did some other things that wasn't so cool, and I didn't believe in cheating or any crazy stuff like that or whatever just because of my beliefs in God. And so she ended up doing a lot of shady things. She ended up divorcing, and I went through another hard period, and then we had the crash. So I lost about $750,000 in profits and in cash, and my life was devastated. And I got to the point that I was so down and so sad that I didn't want to kill myself, but I wanted God to just remove me from the face of this earth. And so I remember one day I was riding on a motorcycle, really nice Hayabusa I had stretched out. If Terry's on here, she'll know what that is. And I was going 150 miles per hour. And I was, 150 miles per hour on the freeway. And I was praying to God that he would just kill me. And as I was leaning in this hard freeway turn, I got to the point where as I'm leaning, I have my visor on, and the visor has a gold tint. And I literally see a white car turn sideways in my lane while I'm leaning at 150 miles per hour with no way to move. And this is not a dream. And so I saw this car, and immediately my heart like dropped into my shoes. And I clicked my visor up, and nothing was there. And so I realized that I asked God to take my life because I didn't like the situation that I was in. And when the situation happened that a car was put before me, or at least I thought it was, I got scared as heck, and I realized you didn't really want that. So from that point on, I realized like I really need to be careful what I asked for, and I realized that I had a purpose, and I realized that I had to be there for people. I had to be there for all the people I taught about God. I had to be there for all the people I dealt with in my family and my friends who needed help and direction. Use the cars, I'm outside. But I realized that I had a responsibility. And so the next time that I went to church, we were singing a song. And the song pretty much said, I know that life is worth the living because he is, talking about God. And I realized that I was doing a great disservice to people because I was at the point that my mind was so jaded by somebody who did not want to be with me that I was ready to die. And so, people, I tell you, I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to be sad. I know what it's like to have a crash. I know what it's like to have to save up money to buy a $5 pizza. I know what it's like. And so people ask, David, why do you give out so much information? Why do you try to make so many people wealthy? Why do you try to help so many people? It's because I suffered. It's because I went through great pain to get to where I am. And I don't want anybody else to have to suffer like I suffered. I don't want anybody else to have to struggle to feed their family, to take care of their responsibilities, to take care of themselves, to not know how they're going to eat and all that stuff. You know, life is too short to have to suffer that way when there's so much knowledge out here, so much wisdom. And so I decided that I was going to dedicate my life to bringing wisdom and understanding to people, and I was also going to make money myself. And so, what's up, Nelson? It's good to see you're in here, bro. I see you through messages or whatever. I can't see you guys anywhere else, but I'm happy to have you in here. So, pretty much, you know, I just realized that life is too short for all this crap. You know, life is too short to struggle when you don't have to. And so I decided that I would be there to help people. And I started to move forward in business, and I started to do a whole lot of things. I opened up a movie production company, and I was, you know, making videos. I didn't realize that all this stuff was going to come together to help me out in life when I had to do videos for my new business. And, you know, to teach people, you know, I just thought like, hey, I'm doing a movie production company and I'm going to make it with this. And it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it was all for a purpose. And so I continued to do well in real estate after the crash, and I started learning how to do money deals with no cash or credit. And I realized that it didn't really take me money to make money. I can create thoughts. I mean, I could bring forth thoughts, and with my thoughts, I can generate huge amounts of wealth. And so when I realized that, I started to implement that. I started to implement that into everyone else. Now, can everybody hear me? Can everyone hear me? I started to implement that, and I started to teach everyone else. And so we'll fast forward to the point of today. Can everyone hear me? Naima, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. We'll fast forward to the point of today. So right now, today, I still do real estate, and I have multiple other businesses, but the one that you guys are on the call for is the medical commodities, which deals with diabetic test strips and other commodities, but we're focusing on test strips now. And when we look at this business, we find that we have many people who have been able to create huge, huge incomes quickly. And so I'll give you guys an example if you guys want to hear. Um, we can start off with Leslie. Leslie is a sister in Christ. She's a young lady out of PA. She's a super, 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 super dynamic businesswoman. And when we met, she was going through a rough time. She was trying to figure out how she was going to take care of some bills to even take care of her life, her living. And I started to just work on her psychology, work on her. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't say psychology because I'm not a licensed psychologist. I went to school for her, but we'll have to say her mindset. So if I make a mistake and say psychology, just replace it with mindset. All right? Or psychology, replace it with mindset. So we had to work on her mindset, and she was going through some tough things and face some things that nobody should have to face because she's really a cool, cool, cool person, And what we did was we started building her up and working on her mindset, and she started to recover. I think she did like 11,000 or something like that in gross business in a month. No, 5,000 at first. Then the next month she did 11,000, but she did a real estate deal as well. And then she got into the next month in business, and I think she did 20,000 or 20 something thousand. And then we did an open challenge in front of Facebook. And we did that open challenge. Leslie put up $41,000 plus in 1 month of strip business, and she showed her YouTube. She showed her PayPal. So she was one person that went through struggles, came through hard stuff, and then blew it out of the water. So we got another guy who is a big real estate guy, a real estate investor named Jerry Woods. And Jerry, he came to me just looking for some extra business, and I got a call from my wholesaler, and he said, Dave, man, you sent me a powerhouse. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, Jerry sent me like $30,000 in like 3 weeks, $30,000 worth of product. Now, does it always happen that people bring in 30,000? No. But I'm trying to let you guys see that this is serious business. It's not just one person doing this. So we got another new person. Two people actually. They're a couple, so we're going to call them a person because they're husband and wife. But we got Leonard and Shanique. And when you look at Leonard and Shanique, they came into the coaching, and it's funny. I'm going to try to get Leonard on a call. I don't know if he's on yet. I think he said he was going to be picking up strips to 10-10. I think he said 10-10 or something like that. Oh, thank you, Anthony, Carol. I see that you can hear me. That's good stuff. I'm happy you're on here, bro. See if anybody else is on. Hope there's a replay. Anyone in the group has? Eves is still doing deals, just like him. All right. So anyway, Leonard and Shanique, they came, and Leonard was more so the skeptical type, So I think it's Shanique. So we're gonna blame Shanique because Shanique's the powerful one who got him to get going. Uh-oh, he's talking. He said we're on. I think Leonard is mad at me now because I said Shanique is powerful and he was the skeptical one. But Leonard was a skeptical one. So you all can't hear it. So yeah, he's saying that you guys can't hear them, or we can't hear you guys. But Leonard was a skeptical one. So Leonard was like, Dave, you sure we can make some money with this stuff, man? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know, Dave. You're not one of those guys who try to take our money and run. And I'm like, no, Leonard. Like, Leonard, I live my life on Facebook, bro. Everybody knows me. I've been here for years. He's like, Dave, I don't know you. So Leonard was funny, but you could tell that, oh gosh, he just said he just got home. He did 2,000 in biz today. So see, they are some monsters. So the funny thing is, Leonard and Shanique came. So Shanique had to convince Leonard to get into the business and to do it. And so they got into the business, and I think they did like 4,500 or something like that their first month. I'm sure he'll tell me in a second. They did like 4,500 their first month. Their second month, I think Leonard sent me a testimony where it's like 13,000. Then after that, I think he did somewhere around 15,000, and they've been doing like 15,000 a month until up until I think last month. I think they did 18,000 a month before, and 19,000 this past month. Now the funny thing is, Leonard is an ex college football player too, like me, and we're from the same area. And so I seen Leonard push, to kick butt or whatever, and he wanted to give everybody a chance, and he wanted to bring the people who were in the hood, his family members, and get them to learn the business and to make money. Okay, let me give y'all the numbers for Leonard. Leonard did 13,000, 17,000, 19,000, and 17,300. So that's amazing. So if y'all can clap, y'all need to clap for him and Shanique, because they went in like monsters. All right. So the thing is that Leonard and Shanique got in. They started kicking butt. I mean, blew it up. And so it got to the point where family members started to even get jealous. One of them threatened to kill Leonard, and you could just tell that it was jealousy. I actually commented on the post, but you see them go beyond, the average business person, and they go through hell and they go through struggle because they want to help their family so much. And, Shanique gives Leonard balance because she realizes that, not everybody in the family was for them. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Leonard and Shanique are going to be some powerful coaches because I opened up a program that was called the Leverage and Branding Program. And so when I see people who are really powerful, when I see people who got something to say, a story, and they can do something big, I believe that it's good to teach them to do some of the things that I do in order to make them a complete success. Help them to be able to get out there and speak to the world, to help the people in the world to get, to their goals. Help people to realize that they don't have to settle for less, or that they don't have to suffer at some job where somebody is telling them what to do and bossing them around. So Leonard and Shanique got into the program, and they joined, and it's the big coaching, it's the big dog stuff. But within days, they started getting people who they're building up business in their lives, and they're getting good deals, and they're opening up opportunities for people to make money and to be free, and they're motivating them, and it's just powerful. And so you look at it, you get people who dealt with suffering and dealt with hard issues, and now they're helping other people to make it. So, I want to give honor where honor is due. I want to give honor where honor is due. And to these people who have kicked butt and done very well, I give honor to them. I want to give some shout outs to some of the other people. Katricia, she's an animal. She just kicked butt. And I got to give these shout outs because this is what makes me happy. When I get to see somebody kick butt and make money and change their life, Katricia going through a car accident and busting her butt using my little stupid ass and making money in all different types of business. This girl is an animal, and it makes me happy to be able to see it. Trina, she's been consistent. Tanya, she's been super consistent, kicking butt. Steve, he's been a monster. His Facebook got shut off, and he still found a way to get it done with Teresa. Alex, he's been a monster. Zach Chu, that dude is an animal, There's so many people in here kicking butt. Michael Freeman, Eves, that guy is, I'm scared for what he's going to do because he's just seriously a powerhouse, a powerhouse. So I want to give some praise to him. Issa and Tina, excellent coaches. Like, they stand by me side by side. They're two of the most powerful and honest people I've ever seen. We have Naima, who's revamping my business and bringing blessings and opening up huge doors. I got to give a shout out to her, And so, I wanted to give you guys some info. I wanted to let people talk about their own experiences, but we haven't been able to get people on the line. It is what it is. I pray and I hope that what I'm saying right now is even helping you guys. Give me some feedback. know if any of this stuff is helping you guys. Is there anybody who wants to let us know if this is? I want to know if there's anybody who is listening that this is helping. Is this helping you at all? Give me some feedback. I don't like to talk about stuff that will not help people.
Also, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them into Facebook in our group. For the meantime, while we're configuring everything, my apologies.
Anybody want to go ahead and ask some questions? Okay, Zach Allen, great content, love it. Thanks, bro. That means a whole lot. Anybody else? Cool, cool. I see you, Dwayne. Dwayne, look, this is my word to you. You're about to be an animal. Watch. In front of everybody. Watch what happens. Anybody else got any questions? The next thing we're going to talk about is the right mindset. So I want to know, are you guys getting anything? You guys want to talk about mindset? And do you have any questions first that you want me to answer? Good stuff, Anthony. I appreciate you saying great stuff. Awesome hearing your story, too. I appreciate it, bro. Anybody want to hear anything about mindset? Because that's where I'm going. Any questions, Naima?
Oh, yeah. You already know I have a lot of questions.
What you got?
All right. Well, first off, depending on your mindset, first off, can you hear me fine? Because I sound static to myself.
I can hear you some.
Okay. So anyway, the mindset that you have, does that play the most important part in your success in your business, in your opinion?
Well, definitely, I will say 100% without a doubt, your mindset is going to definitely be the number one thing for you to move forward in business. You hear people say thoughts become things. So for people who couldn't understand what Naima said, she said, is mindset the number one thing in changing your business? Well, I tell you guys, it is the number one thing. You know, after faith, like for me, having faith in God, after faith, mindset is the number one thing. You hear people say that thoughts become things. And so what you have to understand is if you're not getting the things that you desire out of life, it's simply because your thoughts are not what they need to be in order to produce the things that you desire. And so if you had the right formula with your thoughts, you would get the right results. You know, many people will say, well, I'll just figure it out and think about it, and it'll come to me, and then that way I'll get it done. And I say, well, how in the world, if you don't have the capability or the thoughts in your mind to be able to do something different, how are you going to get those results when you don't have the sum of thoughts to get you there? So sometimes it takes for us to work with each other and talk to each other in order to build each other up, because we're the few. We're the few people who are going to get out there and try to do something. And when you look at studies, you'll see that 97% of people who have a goal or a dream will not go after it. 3% will go after it. And out of that 3%, 97% will, 3% will succeed in a powerful way. So definitely, your mindset is most important. So we have to get to the point where we change the way that we think, and we open our minds to being able to receive new information. If we think that we can always do it on our own, that's not the case. As a matter of fact, this Google Hangout, you guys never saw me do one. You guys don't see me use a website. Naima is the one who got me to do this Google Hangout. Naima is the one who's getting me to do new business cards. I'm kind of old school. I like to talk to people face to face. But Naima is opening up new doors for you guys to get new information quickly and easily. And so you got to realize that even me myself, I believe in being coached in order to bring forth the best techniques, the most cutting edge information, and the most powerful technologies to everybody that I deal with. Any more questions? Naima, you any more?
Yeah, I do. So under the mindset obstacle and the learning curve, because for the newbies out there who are just, getting their toes wet and trying to figure everything out, after that learning curve, that your skills soon see that you'll start to gain the momentum. Some people too often stray off the course and not, stay on the plan and are consistent, which comes in time, of course. What would be the best advice for someone who is just getting into this fantastic group, or if you want to train someone to keep them going? What would you do or say?
Well, first of all, one of the problems that people have when they first start out at any business is that most people do things for a reason that is not the best reason. So when you look at psychology, and I'm not teaching psychology, but when you look at psychology, you'll find that it said that people do things for two reasons. One is to gain pleasure. The other one is to avoid pain. So most people that you see doing business in the real estate world, or the medical commodity world, they're doing it because they're fearful that they're going to lose everything. And so it's good to have a motivation of fear when you're in a situation where you could actually lose everything you have, because it'll spark you to get moving. But it becomes a point where you have to start learning to do things because it gives you pleasure, or to gain pleasure. And so what we have to do is we have to start getting our mind to understand and believe that when we put out our ads, when we put out our free marketing using our stupid ad psychology, when we put out our free ads, is going to bring us something back that produces wealth. And so we need to believe in the system and what we are doing. And the more that we reward ourselves for doing the work, the more we get paid. And so, there's a scripture in the Bible that pretty much tells us that there's profit in all labor, but mere talk leads to penury. Or in all labor, there's profit, but mere talk leads to penury. So a lot of people like to talk about business. They like to talk about doing deals. They like to talk about making money and who has the best VA and who has the best this and the best that and what CRM I think they call it. I don't even know what the heck that is. But they want to talk about all these computer software programs and all this stuff, and it makes them feel like they're investors, but they're not doing the work. And so what we need to do is we need to start getting our mind to the point that we realize the work makes the money. And so when you realize the work makes the money, you're going to go add yourself to a whole bunch of groups. And when you add yourself to a whole bunch of groups, you're going to take those groups and you're going to post our ads in the groups early in the morning, or whenever you get the first day. I don't care if it's 11 o'clock at night, post it at that time. Don't wait. And when you get to the point that you have all those ads out, I want you to reward yourself in some way. Find out whatever it is you like. If you like reading a book, go outside and read a darn book. If you like, lighting some candles and listen to some classical music, go light a candle, listen to some classical music. If you like going to get a massage, go get a massage. But what you're going to do is you're going to condition your body to have joy when you do the right work. Once you do the right work, it's going to open the doors for you to make money. So the money is in the work, not in the check. So when you put out the ads and you do what it is that you're supposed to do, and you start making that a habit, you're going to find that you're going to continue to make money. So it's really easy to put out ads and to collect money. But what's going to happen is you're going to make so much money from, you're going to get so much traffic from doing your ads that you're going to start to make money. And then once you start to make money, the money can get out of control and get really crazy. So the next thing that usually happens is people get to the point where they start getting tired of doing the ads because it takes 15, 20 minutes and it seems tedious, but they don't realize it's the easiest work to make the quickest money that they've ever made. And so we have to be careful with that. But that's my advice for somebody who gets in, to keep them motivated, to keep them going. I mean, Naima, they're saying that you're a little muffled when you talk, but let me ask you, being that you started doing your ads recently and you started getting some stuff going, what was it like for you? At first you were putting up your ads. They were a little bit different. You didn't get anything, right?
Well, actually, within the first 6 days, I actually didn't make a deal.
That's the first day, though, right? So the first day or whatever, you were kind of waiting. Second day, you kind of waiting, but you stuck with it, right?
Right.
And then when people started to notice you and it started coming, what was it like?
It was amazing. I was like, okay, it felt kind of surreal. It's not really, it can't be, you always gotta hope for the best, but prepare for the worst or whatever. Yeah, and I started getting more and more dates, and then eventually got more and more dates, and now I'm starting to have my regulars come around.
Yeah.
And it's just growing from here.
So you got people who calling you for deals day after day, right?
Right. Every single day I'm getting deals.
Okay. So now look at this, guys. She started out first couple of days, didn't get any hits back. She continued to post. She was consistent. Bam, 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 bam. Now she's getting deals every day. So this is the way this business is. There's so many people with diabetes in this world. So many people in this nation that don't work out, that's struggling, that need some extra cash, that have gestational diabetes. They're not going to use the last of their strips. They got meters that got changed over to, meters that have gotten changed, and they got a ton of boxes that they're not going to use. People die and leave boxes. There's tons of reasons why you can get boxes. Somebody might have 1,000 strips to check with, and they're not going to test 1,000 times a day. And so some of these strips just end up getting thrown in the trash. And so I say all this to say that we have an open opportunity to make a ton of money. And so right there, I want to stop for a second. I want to ask, is there anybody else that has any questions or anything that anybody needs for me to cover? And are we getting anything out of this? So I'm always going to ask you guys for feedback. This is not about me. This is not about me always talking about what goes on with me. I want to make sure that you guys are being fed. I want to make sure that you guys are being picked up and built up, and that you're going to be able to succeed and have the things that you need. So Dwayne, if you're on the call, let me know if there's anything you would like me to talk about. Leonard, if there's anything you need me to talk about. Zach, if you're still on the call, if there's anything you need me to talk about. I think I said Dwayne already. Is there anything that you guys need me to talk about, or are you guys getting anything out of this? You tired? You ready to go to sleep? Somebody holler at me. I know y'all can type faster than that. Look at this. I got big old football hands, and I can type faster than that. And I'll hit like 2 or 3 buttons at the same time. Anybody get anything? Naima, how many people are on the call?
Looks like we got 10 viewers.
How many?
10 viewers, 9 viewers.
Okay, so Dwayne wants to know how we make money, and he wants to understand the system. So Naima, remind me to break that down real quick.
All right, well, how you make money is you first off get with coaching.
He just got in today. I'll break it down. Just remind me to say it, because some people have shorter questions. So what's the best response when people want to know what you do with the strips? That's Tanya. Tanya, the best response when they want to know what you do with the strips, the first thing to say is, uh-oh, my son is having a funny fit getting up. First thing you want to do is ask them, hey, so are you asking me so that you can just know because you want to know about what's going on in my business, or are you asking me because you have some strips for sale? And then based on them saying they have strips for sale or not, if they say I just want to know, kind of just leave them hanging for a little bit, and then just say, hey, we help underinsured and underprivileged. If they have strips for sale, then you let them know quickly. We deal with underinsured and underprivileged, and you help them to get going. Anthony James, people are asking questions on Hangout, but I don't think you see them. Can somebody type up some of the questions on Hangout, because I can't see them at all? Naima, can you see any questions? Hold on, Bubbles.
No, I've typed if anyone can chat, and I haven't gotten any.
Can somebody else let me know what questions they have? I'll hit Dwayne. Dwayne, the way that we make money here is we deal with people who are in the normal sector. We deal with just private people who have diabetic test strips. We market online with free ads that I give you in the group. You'll have it tonight. When you put those ads out, I'm going to have you join a lot of groups. I'm going to have you get on Facebook, get on OfferUp, and some of these different places like that. And I'm going to show you how you can take these ads. You're going to put them out there, and based on the psychology of the ad, is going to draw people into you like crazy. And so what's going to happen is you're going to find out what the people have. You're going to ask them what brands they have, what count and expiration when they ask you what you have for deals. Some people might get negative. Talk to us in the group. We'll tell you what to say. If they say this is illegal, which is not, we'll give you FDA documentation to show them and let them see. And then you ask for their bar association number because they're acting like lawyers, and you want to know if they can give you a legal opinion to give to your attorney. But when we deal with them, they're going to give you a picture. You're going to take that picture and post it in a group, and you're going to tell us what it is that they have and the expiration dates, and we're going to explain to you what you can offer for those deals. And then based on what program you're in, we'll either double your money on the deals, or if you're dealing with a wholesaler one-on-one, you're going to make all the profit yourself. All right? So let's see. Okay, Tanya, you said thanks, very helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do, Tanya. You're a monster. Let's see, Zach Allen. Okay, good. Zach Allen took a picture like a monster. Very helpful. I've posted ads consistently in 20 groups. I only use your ads, and I have not been getting a good response. Do you have any suggestions? Tahia, what you're going to have to do is take a picture of your ads, because what happens is a lot of times people think they're using my ads, but psychologically, there's a mental block there that's preventing them from posting it correctly. Sometimes their number is wrong. Sometimes they're not putting enough exclamation points before and after the ad. See, we put these exclamation points in the ad is not grammatically correct. It looks stupid. But the reason that we do this is because we're doing what's called a pattern interrupt. And when everybody else's ads look like normal, grammatically correct ads that look pretty and everything is right, people will bypass that because your brain will automatically see the same stimuli over and over and over and over again, and it'll start to cut off what it is that it's seeing in order to perceive or receive new stimuli. So I'll give you an example of what I mean by this. If you turn on incense for more than a minute, it becomes very easy for your brain to block out the smell of incense, so that if something else is on fire in the house or something else is going on, your brain can tune in to that stimuli. And so when it comes to reading ads, when you're looking at an ad on Craig or a set of ads on Craigslist and everything looks exactly the same, blah, 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 the thing that is different, the thing with the shocking picture, the thing with the shocking words, exclamation points, if you get some characters or whatever, put it before and after, it's going to cause them to see your ads, and it's going to stand out amongst everything else. Dwayne, you're saying when you speak of ads, are you talking about paying for Facebook ads? No, we don't pay for Facebook ads. We actually deal with free marketing. So you'll see that in different businesses that I do, real estate, when I deal with Craigslist, when I deal with all the Facebook stuff, strips, any other business, I don't pay for marketing. I understand how to use psychology to put myself in a place where people will not be able to outdo my ads. So we make crazy money. It gets serious. And I could be in the middle of a place where there are um, other people who will not, or who are trying to do the same business as me, and people will call me and say, you know what, I saw their ads, I saw your ads, and I saw the money, and I saw what you said. Some just said, call that guy, and don't deal with these other guys. It's the psychology. We're putting things together to be able to bring people uh, to us, so they have a desire to come to us. Nelson Perez Jr., we're having a problem with group admins blocking us and deleting us. How can we get past that? Well, it could be really simple. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the groups. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret something, all right? This is worth probably thousands of dollars in itself. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. And if y'all love each other, and y'all better love each other, because I know Dave don't play that. If y'all love each other, this is going to work very well. What we need to do is start opening up groups all across the country for us to be able to market for strips in. Now, if hold on. Okay, now, if I see you open up a dang Phoenix strip group, I will come and punch you in the ears myself. Okay, that's the threat. Look at these martial arts things. You see that? I'll punch you in the ear. Okay, except for if you're a girl, then I can't punch you in the ear. But if you're a guy, I can get you punched in the ear. Girls just don't do it. So we need to start going to Facebook and start opening up groups to be able to do deals in. A big truck just pulled up. I'm at Starbucks, but I hope y'all can hear me. Anyway, start creating yard sale groups yourself. Then tell everybody in the group, there's 100 and something of us. You can start adding people to the group, and we'll just start thanking each other and praising each other for the business we do. And what that'll do is get people in, and then we'll start inviting people from the other groups. So we build up our own groups. We create our own market. So that can get pretty good. Also, talk to the admins. Let them know. Show them the FDA information. Get it from us. Show them the FDA information. FDA showing that all this stuff is legit, is real business, is good, is nothing bad, nothing shady. And let them know when you deal with them. Say, hey, I thank you for letting me post in your group or whatever, just out of being thankful, whatever. If you get any deals, send them a $20 gift card. Let me see your $20 gift card for you being a blessing to me and helping my family and not judging me like some other people have, but really looking at the law. You got to start thinking about doing different things to make yourself different. Let's see, Steve Christensen. Let's see if there's something else. Oh, Steve, thank you so much for your good words, bro. I really appreciate it, and I'm happy to hear that you are happy about hearing other people's story as well. So we see that Nelson is having a problem with admins. Some of the admins are shady and causing problems. But we'll get around that, and we'll make sure that we help each other to make sure we hook things up the way that we have to. David, I have 2 people call me back for repeat business. I have a lot of people tell me they sell to me again, but haven't heard from them. Do you text, reach back out to them? Any advice on getting repeat business? Okay, what you need to do is take down a phone number and a name for every single person who you do business with, and start writing it down every day. It takes a little bit more time. It can seem a little hectic, but it'll make you a ton of money. You'll find that some of these people can make you, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 over time. So don't hesitate to take their information down, take their phone number, and then do something good for them. Like, for instance, I buy for some people who come and see me, and they meet me every month. And so they got a lot of kids, probably 7, 8 kids that they have with them. I don't know if everyone is theirs, but they got a lot of them with them. And so what I did one day is I got a pretty good deal from them. I think I probably got like 160 to $320. They gave me 2. Let me see. No, they gave me, I think they gave me an extra amount of strips one month. And I don't know why. I don't remember why, but what I did was I used, I took some cash and I just bought all the kids ice cream. And ever since then, these people have been calling me because I bought everybody ice cream. And so sometimes people will come to me and I'll know they need money. I'll drop them an extra 5 or extra 10 and just say, look, this is just for showing me love and dealing with me. You know, I appreciate what you do. In order to get more business, you got to open your hand and be able to give more. If you look at my business, I get a lot of people that I deal with, but I give people breaks. I open up the doors for people. I try to help them to get into coaching rather than holding them out. Except if they got a bad attitude. If they got a bad attitude, I will boot you, kick you out. I don't care if you got $1 million. I'm gonna coach you. It doesn't matter. People know that about me. So that's the thing. If you got a good attitude, I'm gonna try my hardest to help you. I'm gonna try to build you up. I'm gonna try to give you extras, give you more than what it is that I'm getting from you with cash. And this is good. I like that you guys are asking questions. Do you use your personal number or Google Voice? I use Google Voice for all my strip ads. That way people can get a little bit of understanding of who I am. They hear my real estate voicemail, which is cool. I don't care. You know, they understand that I do investing. And this way, if they see my real estate ads anywhere, they see me on Craigslist or something like that, marketing for real estate or hot rods, they already know that I do multiple businesses. What's your thought on using bandit signs? Bandit signs can be real good. I've never used one for this business and made a ton of money. A lot of my other students have never used them. Leonard and Shanique never used them, but they're making $19,000, $17,000, $15,000 in a month. So you don't need them. It's an extra expense, and I don't believe in making overhead. I believe in making money first and building your life, Dwayne, rather than making overhead for yourself or spending money, because we are too smart to do that. We can make money without spending any more money. We can use our brains to get what it is that we desire. So therefore, I don't tell people to use that type of stuff because it's not necessarily needed. So is there any more questions that anybody has? Because it's getting kind of late, and I know people are going to be sleepy on the other side of the country, and I don't want to hold you guys forever. I don't want to make this a bore. I want to give you good quality information and have some fun. Where did I go? Okay, I'm back. Is there anybody else that has any questions? Anybody else that has any questions? Naima, you see anything?
I'm all good.
Okay, you see any questions in the group? Hey, so Dwayne said something good. He said, I agree, in real estate has always been the cliche for spend money to earn money. And I'll tell y'all even this, and this is a freebie. In real estate, you don't need money to make money. You need your thoughts to make money. See, in real estate, we have what's called, I'm going to just give you this because I know a lot of you guys are investors in real estate too. You have what's called interest for profit. And I'm not teaching law, I'm just talking to you about stuff, all right? All right? So you have what's called interest for possession and interest for profit. I don't know why my screen is acting funny. Okay, so interest for possession and interest for profit. And with interest for possession is what allows you to have the right to own a property. It's you being able to own and hold your own property. You also have interest for profit where you can sell the property for profit. Well, when you get an agreement or you have a contract on a property, you do have what's called interest for profit. You execute that, and you can make some deals without using any of your own cash. You can use other people's money, or you can assign a contract, and you can make money for assigning the contract. Selling the contract, the paper, not the house. Selling the ability to do the deal, not the actual literal deal. So there's easy ways, and for people who are loyal, because there's a lot of people who are not loyal. But for people who are loyal, I plan on open the doors for you guys to have some of my real estate coaching. You'll find that I'm the same guy who did the open challenge on Facebook with the gentleman they call Fourth Quarter, where he made $92,000 in 85 days. The same one who locked up 107 houses and closed a house with a man from Vietnam who could barely speak English. Closed his first deal for $7,000 in 3 weeks. And I've been able to help many other big name people you see on Wholesaling Houses Group. I've helped them to do deals. I help people to do over 7-figure deals. And is it anything special about me that with just knowing real estate? No. There's a lot of people who know real estate. The difference is I know real estate and I understand how to take people from where they are and help them to excel to higher places. There's no reason in the world for people to have started with me in strips a few months ago and be making $10,000, $20,000 a month, consistently. There's something that's happening. There's something that's changing in them that is causing people to make all this money. If you go from $0 to $5,000 in a month, you're an animal because you're doing your own business. You're working for yourself. That's a powerful thing. There's something that's happening that's making all these people make money, letting all these people get deals. It's because I'm taking what's inside of you and helping you to get it out. And so the very things that you fear, ask Leonard and Shanique. I ain't going to ask him what I'm talking about, but ask him on the group. Say, hey, is David telling the truth that he'll take what's in you and bring it out? He'll take the very thing that you freaking fear, the very thing that you're freaking scared of, and I'll pull it out of you and I'll show you why you weren't the animal that you were supposed to be because of the thing you feared that you were scared to look at. I'll get you to look at it without even knowing it, and I'll get you to be so powerful and crazy that you'll grow in such a fast rate of speed that it'll shock you. And I understand that this has to do with the mind. There's men who close 1,000 deals of real estate a year, and they can't help people to change their thinking. So I don't have to be like everybody else. I don't have to go live in a cubicle and close 1,000 deals a year to feel like I'm powerful or somebody special. I don't close 1,000 deals a year. I don't close 500 deals a year in real estate, but I do multiple businesses and I live how I freaking want to live, and I go where the freak I want to go, when I want to go. I drive my hot rods. I build my hot rods. I hang out with my kids all day. They're in the car now sleeping. Let's see if I can get them. They're over here, see? In the car sleeping. So I do what I choose to do. And that's the life I choose to live. I don't chase anybody else's dream. I don't have to compete with anybody else or make the money somebody else makes. I make what I want to make, and I make sure my family's happy. My wife can have fun and shop when she wants to and go where she wants to go. She left her $40 an hour nursing job. That's what I want. I want freedom, and I want other people to be able to have the freedom the way that they choose. And so my question to you guys is, do you want to be free? Is there anybody on this group call right now that wants to be free? Is there anybody that wants to be free? Anybody who wants freedom? Somebody make a comment or make a post somewhere. Tag me or something. Tell me if there's somebody who wants to be free.
I'm going to say I want to be free.
There we go. Naima wants to be free. Anybody else want to be free? I'm talking about financially free. I can't make you free like God makes you free. But, well, actually, I can tell you what God said to be free. I can't make you free with my, I'm not God, but I can make you financially free. And I can help you be free. Okay, Dwayne says he wants to be free. Tyler wants freedom. Anthony said, yes, sir. I want to be free. Oh, I see Tahia in the house. Uh-oh. Tahia said she wants to be free. Anybody else? Zach said he wants to be free. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys what to do to be free. Uh-oh, we see Steve. That's my homie. We got to check Steve out. Let's see what Steve says. We can't leave out Steve. Let's see. What did he say? She said financial freedom. Somebody else said financially free. Y'all some killers. Let's see. That was Tanya and Tahia. Let me see. Steve said something. I can't go without Steve because Steve is always here, so I got to find it. Yep, he said, David Jose, I do. I want to be free. So I'm going to tell you guys what to do to be free. And this is something that was taught to me by one of my later mentors. He's actually Kiyosaki's rich dad. And I worked with him and I moved the houses for his portfolio. So we had 250 houses. He's the guy who Kiyosaki is talking about in the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I see Trina. I think she said she wants to be free too. And so this is what we're going to do to be free. And so I've done this before. I want you guys to do this later. Excuse me, I got a little cold. So what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to go and get you a piece of paper tonight. I want you to take one side of the piece of paper, and I want you to write on there what it is that you do right now that's hurting your life. What is it that you're not doing? Are you not putting up enough ads? Are you not loving your family enough? Are you not having enough motivation to get off your job and come home and spend a little bit extra time to get that work done that's going to make you free? What is it that you're doing? Procrastinating. What is it that you're doing that's stopping you from being the best you that you could ever be? And there's something. Are you choosing relationships with people you shouldn't be with? Are you choosing to hang around people who hate on you and who talk bad about your dreams and goals? Now, if you're married, I ain't saying leave your spouse. I ain't saying that. But if you got people you hanging around with that you have no real connection with, and they're teaching you to be something that you should not be or getting you to doubt yourself, you need to leave that situation alone. And so there's something that you're doing that's stopping you from being who you need to be, not believing in yourself all the way, doubting. There's something that's going on. And so what I want you to do is I want you to write on that paper what it is that you're doing that's stopping you from making it. And then I want you to be honest. If you think that you're a loser, if you think that you're a failure, if you think you're ugly and stupid, whatever it is that you think about yourself that's stopping you from making it, if you doubt yourself, whatever it is, I want you to freely write it on that paper on one side. And I want you to tell yourself what it is that is stopping you from making it where you want to be, and I want you to write it on one side of the piece of paper. So then what I want you to do with the other side, flip the paper over. I want you to take the other side of the paper, and I want you to write what it is that you want to be. What it is, tell me about the new you, the real you. Tell me about the you that does business on time. Tell me about the you that will get up and work in the middle of the night, that will set up deals for the next day and be responsible. The you that loves to be where you need to be on time. The you that's successful. The you that has the car you want. The you that has the house you want. The you that takes care of family the way that you want. I want you to tell me all about the new you and what your life is like on the other side of the paper. And then what I want you to do is I want you to hold up that piece of paper. And I want you to see yourself on the bad side. And I want you to physically hold the paper down with one foot, hold the paper up with the other hand at the top, foot on the bottom, hand on the top. And I want you to punch straight through that paper. And when you punch through that paper, I want you to feel yourself leaving from the old you and going to the new you. I want you to physically see yourself transforming and moving from the old you to the new you. And I want you to get to a point that you realize today, when you do it, that you are a new person. No more excuses, no more failure, no more being down, no more sadness for what you made a mistake with in the past. What's in the past is gone. It did not make you. The mistakes you made, that's not you. You made a mistake. Now it's time for you to walk forward and be the you that you need to be. It's time for you to stand up and be strong and be there for those who need you and to set up a legacy for everybody who's going to hear your voice, because it's your time now. We don't know how much time you're going to be blessed to live with in this earth, but it's going to be your time now to be something different. You choose to be different. You choose to be what it is that you want to be. And so my question to you is, how many people are going to allow themselves to be free tonight? Who's going to do the exercise? Who's going to do the exercise? Who's going to stand up? Somebody let me know. Somebody give me some hits. Somebody send me some messages. Who's going to stand up and be exactly what it is that you need to be? Who's going to be an animal? Who's going to stand up and be on the next level like some of the other masters in this group? Be the you that you need to be so that you could be a name that other people can talk about and see hope and greatness in you. Who's going to stand up? Who's going to stand up? See, we're in a place in this life where we don't have any cowards. We don't have any failures. We don't have any losers. We don't have any weak people. We don't have any weak people. We're going to stand up and be who it is that we need to be. We're going to stand up and be tough. We're going to stand up and be strong. We're going to stand up and win, and we're not going to have any excuses. Who's going to do it? That's what I want to know today. Who's going to do it? All right, I see everybody is agreeing to do it. Everybody's agreeing to do it. Everybody's agreeing to do it. So I'm thankful and I'm happy. Because I'm telling you guys, write down what your life is like today. Because if God lets us live, and we continue to push and we continue to be the strong-knit family that we are, you're going to see some bigger numbers, some better things, some powerful business going down, and nobody's going to be able to touch it. See, I don't come here to play around. I help build monsters. And that's what you guys are, monsters. Because you believe in you, you know that you can do it, you're going to go through the process, you're going to go through the steps, and you guys are showing powerful things, and we're going to be in here doing it together. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be able to be with you guys. I'm thankful. I'm thankful you guys give me an opportunity to talk to you. I'm thankful that you guys show me love. I'm thankful that you guys give me an opportunity that you care about me. I'm thankful. Because I don't have a whole lot of friends in this world. Issa and Tina tell you that. Issa is like one of my best buddies. They'll tell you I don't have a whole lot of friends in this world, but I got people in this group that I love and that I care about that I would die for. Because I know they care about me. They message me just to say, hey, Dave, how you doing, man? Just hoping you're okay too, man. You always care about us, but I want to make sure you're okay. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm definitely thankful for you. We get to talk about some good stuff all the time. I'm thankful. But I just want to let you guys know that I thank you guys for coming on tonight. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Y'all let me know when y'all want to have another one of these. But I definitely enjoyed it. I thank Naima for giving me a chance and helping me build my business and helping me to be the man I need to be. If there's anybody on here who is not in my coaching yet who wants a wholesaler, I'm going to drop the price to $295 today from $495 so that you can get in and you can have your own wholesaler and you can be a monster. If there's anybody who wants to do the leverage coaching, you know that's $1,495. You can make money with other people. I'm going to go ahead and drop the price of the leverage coaching for anybody on the call tonight, and I can see you, I guess. From $1,495 to $995, you guys can have coaching, and from 3 people that we give to coaching to 6 people. So anybody who's on tonight for being on here, I'll give you this coaching for free. I'll be here with you. I'll stand with you. I'm not free. I'm sorry. Discounted. I'll give you this coaching for $995. So I'm not here to sell stuff. I'm just here to let you know that we're going to go be free. We're going to go have some fun. We're going to go make money if the Lord wills. And I'm going to say the Lord because I believe in the Lord. If you don't, you're just going to have to deal with it. But the thing is we're going to kick some butt, you know? And so I thank you guys once again for coming out. If you want to get in on any coaching or you want to do anything, get with Naima or get with me tonight, and I'll open the door for you. Dwayne, I know you're new. We'll get you those ads, and anybody else who's getting in, we'll get you the ads, get you added to the Facebook group. You can come hang out with monsters and bee killers. That can't be real. We say it in here, we crack a joke. We say, do pickups, not stick-ups. Make the world a better place. All right, so I thank y'all for coming out. I had a good time. Thank you for speaking to me once again, and we are out.